Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's playoff matchup between the Mississippi Blues and your Pensacola FC Pelicans. Fans were still about 15 minutes away from first kick, and in the meantime, I want to mention a few key sponsors who make all of the soccer action this summer possible through Pensacola FC, beginning with Splash City Adventures. Also among the great sponsors are Volume 1 Salon, Smart Bank, Ailstock, Whitkin, Crease, and Overholtz, the Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley, Adore Real Estate, Arrow Air Charter, Seville Quarter, Hancock Bank, and Hatchmark Studio. Thanks to all these great sponsors. Just making sure the mic was working.
Hey, folks, welcome to an exciting playoff match between your Pensacola FC Pelicans and the Mississippi Blues. This semifinal GCPL matchup here at Ashton Brosnaham Stadium, with the winner to go on to the final next Saturday, July 20th. Excited to be here. Joined in the booth this evening by Dr. Tubbs and the ever multitasking, super fantastic Sandra. And yeah, we're excited to have you. If you're tuning in, try to keep it entertaining and lively and let you know what's going on. So thank you for joining us. Sandra, how many people we got on the stream this evening? 8. 8 people. 8 as a start. We're probably going to see 88 or maybe 888 by the time the night's over. It's nice and cool in here. It's warm outside. Not, I wouldn't say hot, but certainly humid. And sort of a theme in our games this year is it is summer. It is Florida, and we expect it to be warm. And temperatures always play a factor in these games, and whether the ladies, sort of from a strategic standpoint, whether the ladies will start on a high pressure or sit back, let the game come to them a little bit. It's always part of the decision making, and weather factors into that. Don't know a lot about this Mississippi Blues team. The GCPL divides into 2 divisions, an Eastern and a Western division. And the Blues finished in 2nd place in the Western division. Your Pelicans, of course, finishing 1st place in the Eastern division, undefeated, 8-0. So, that's what's fun about playoff soccer. You get to face off against some new opponents that you haven't seen, and so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. If you are on the stream, we love to get your comments. Give us a shout out. Let us know where you're watching from. Hit that like and that subscribe button if you like it. Subscribe regardless. Maybe if you don't like it, subscribe anyways, just to tell me I'm doing a bad job or something. Tell you what, after coming in from that heat and having a little sweat, I think ice is gonna form on me here in a minute. It is nice and cool in this press box. I'm gonna go ahead and announce the reserves.
Yeah, let me get over there. As we prepare to go to first kick, we want to take a moment to introduce the reserves for both teams. First, for the Mississippi Blues, just one reserve, number 12, Riley Kate Naiman. And for Pensacola FC, your reserves tonight will be 00 goalkeeper Alyssa Brubacher, number 13 defender Taylor Curley.
Which one?
Taylor Curley.
Oh yeah, Curley.
Number 4 forward, Taylor Curl. Number 4 forward Amira Edwards. Number 19 Grace Lair, defender. Number 15 forward Jennifer Seward. Number 10 defender Araceli Portugal. And number 29, midfielder, Reattack.
Couple new ladies added to the...
And with that, we'd like to welcome to the field the starters for both the Mississippi Blues and your Pensacola FC Pelicans.
Yeah, let them line up, and then we'll give out the starters. But yeah, a couple new ladies on the Pelicans roster this evening. Reattack, a young lady who I know from many years ago. Great to see her, and trying to remember who else was on there. But yeah, I'll let Dr. Tubbs share the starting lineups with you.
And now let's meet the starting lineup for both teams, beginning first with the visiting Blues. Number 18, Layla Anderson. 17, Carrielle Ellis. Number 11, Madison Lever. 7, Macy Matthews. Number 9, Caroline Naiman. Number 1, Sarah Polk. 16, Regina Quick. 8, Bailey Raffelt. 6, Parker Sanama. 10, Vale Wartez. And number 4, Mary Ella White. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola FC Pelicans. In goal, number 1, Micaiah Lipsy. Midfielder, number 30, Jojo Bartlinski. Defender, number 9, Delaney Cunningham. Midfielder, number 8, Lena Dykes. Forward, number 2, Sydney Garth. Defender, number 12, Alexis Arnault. Defender, number 7, Bella Lebovic. Forward, number 11, Ava Mathern. Midfielder and your captain for this evening, number 16, Rainey Niles. Forward, number 3, Paige Phillips. And defender wearing number 14, Jillian Thompson. Head coach of Pensacola FC is Rob Simon. He's assisted by Chandler Castleman, William Prince, and Andy Quint. We ask that you now stand. Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. 2 seconds. All right, you're ready.
All right, folks, we are just about go as the Pelicans host the Mississippi Blues in an exciting playoff matchup here, semifinal matchup with the winner heading to the finals next Saturday, July 20th.
Justin, this should be a really interesting matchup this evening. Like yourself, I don't know much about the Mississippi Blues, but I do know Carrie L. Ellis, number 17, is the player to watch. I do believe she is the golden boot for the league.
That's correct.
I have our expert statistician to the right saying I am correct in that assessment.
All right. That's one to watch then. We will hopefully, I assume that our coaching staff knows that as well, and instructions have been given, at least an awareness is there amongst the Pelican midfield and defenders. We keep a close eye on Miss Ellis.
Officials still meeting at midfield. 2 minutes before they actually want to start the match, so maybe letting everyone get ready.
Yeah. That's how efficient we are here. 14. We've already doubled, almost doubled.
People.
We've almost doubled. If we will continue to double viewers every 5 minutes, how many will we have by the end of the game,
I'm not
Sandra?
sure your math tracks, though.
I said almost doubled.
Well, it was 12 when I first said.
No, it was 8.
It was 8 when our first announcement was 8. If we get to 16.
It's on tape, so.
Also, I did watch the stream. Smell-o-vision is a tall order, buddy.
Smell-o-vision. Yeah, I asked for smell-o-vision last time.
You might be disappointed in that.
That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, it's another beautiful night here at Ashton Brosnaham. I talked a little bit about the temperature, and that is what it is. But one thing that we have not suffered for this year is a beautiful pitch. All the teams coming to play here are treated to about as good a soccer field as you're going to find in this area, anywhere, to be honest. It's big. It's in great shape. The grass itself is in great condition. If you like to play soccer, if you like to get the ball down on the ground, move it around quickly, this is the pitch for you.
Yeah, I mean, you won't find a a better pitch in this league, honestly. Down
No,
in the
for
south,
sure.
it's just beautiful.
And I travel
Well
around.
done.
You don't really find a better pitch than this. Period.
That's true.
One of the starters tonight for the Pelican ladies, Jillian Thompson, having come up from the academy team. Exciting to see her. It's kind of what the whole concept is in the Pensacola FC organization. We've got the academy teams and those ladies striving to reach the senior team, and no better example than Jillian, who captained the academy team and was a big contributor on all over the field, quite frankly. Defender, midfielder, forward.
We're about ready for first kick.
And we're off. Well, let's see what these early moments. We'll see if we can see much of a strategy early on.
Well, the one thing we can tell our fans, if you can't see either team's bench on the stream, is it won't be hard to figure out what Mississippi has. They only brought 12 players this evening. So what they have on the pitch is pretty much what they're going to have, period.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that could become a factor as the evening wears on. Mississippi with some early possession.
Justin, I'd imagine it'd be key for a team that only has the 12 players that possession is going to be what they want to have and control the pace, because if it turns into a track meet, the Florida Heat will definitely start playing, because Pensacola can run in at least a half dozen reserves, whereas you only have the one.
Yeah, no, you're definitely right, and kind of the flip side of that for Pensacola is they want to do just the opposite. They want to grab possession. They want to make the Blues. Good job there by the Blues, winning the ball, sending a through ball. But no, Pensacola. Soccer, all sports is a game of cruelty. You see a perceived weakness, such as a bad giveaway there for Pensacola. Going to lead to a shot. Whew, that was close.
That was wise.
But yeah, you see a perceived weakness, and there's not a you don't let off there. If you think you have an opportunity, you want to exploit that opportunity. And so for Pensacola, they very much want to get control of this ball, move the Blues around, make them run, and test that one person deep bench. I mean that's a challenge.
I don't know how much you got to watch the pregame. I was able to watch warm-ups for both sides, and for sure, numerous players on the Mississippi Blues side have great pacing on their shots, a lot of control. The ball goes right where they want it to. There's not a lot of stray shots that I saw, at least among who would be their main contributors at the front here.
Joined in the booth by Layla W. Layla, welcome to our booth.
Hello.
Does Layla need a microphone?
Oh boy, another couple early shots here for the Blues as they're looking to come in and stamp their name on the scoreboard early.
The Blues might prove me wrong in my theory that they'd want to have a deliberate pace. They might just want to try to fill the back of the net up. That's another way to get past the shortage of players.
That is.
Get up 3-0.
Exactly right. Good flick there by Rainey Niles. Mathern trying to get on the end of it. Blues player tries to kick it off of her, but Pelicans with their first attack here. Niles finds Mathern. Mathern looking to line up a shot. Blues do a good job of closing down the alley. Pelicans a little bit of a change of how they're set up with Dykes in midfield. She's typically been playing defender, but here comes the Blues again. Ooh, dangerous ball there.
Good clearance.
Pelicans looking a little discombobulated here as Blues go right through them and end up with another shot on goal. That's 3 shots already here in the first 4 minutes for the Blues.
And from 3 different players. They're all willing to have a go.
Lipsy with the long ball, trying to find Phillips. Niles to Dykes. Back to Bartlinski.
Both teams starting to settle in a little bit to their shape and approach.
The ball goes into Phillips. Unlucky. The ball just kind of bounced off her knee and hit her arm.
Yeah. Good luck though.
One of the interesting rules we've seen that very what just happened there, where the ball hits off your body and into your arm. That rule was called very much into question in the European Championship in the England-Netherlands game, where England was awarded a very controversial penalty kick, but right before the penalty kick, the ball clearly hit Saka's arm for England, the England attacker. But that is not a handball if it hits your body. FIFA has been very clear that if the ball comes off of your body and goes into your arm, which is in a natural position, that is not a handball. And so, I guess it's too much to expect that we have. Oh, that's a clear little bump there. Oh, let that one go.
Yeah.
Thurn trying to find Phillips. Ball cleared away. You see the Blues.
They're really pressing.
They are pressing. We'll see if they can sustain that. You got to see some driving here by Thompson. Good. Let's have some movement. Good ball there. Come on, get on the end of that. Oh, unlucky.
Phillips wasn't able to quite track that down. It rolls out. Throw in for the Blues.
Deep in their area, I'd like to see Pensacola get tight here and just keep this ball right here.
Thurn kicked that one out. She was trying to do what she's called for.
Yeah. No, it's still down here. I'd like to see. This is where to press. I mean, even though it's hot, if you're gonna press, you press down here. Thompson, good job there. Finds Niles. She finds Dykes.
Back to Niles.
Back to Niles. Back to Dykes. Long ball. All right, better to see Pensacola getting a little possession here. Garth going to try her luck down the right side. Mississippi does a good job defending. That ball's going to go out for... Oh, I can see it go off of the Mississippi player from here.
Like that should have been a throw in for the
Pelicans.
Navy blue team.
Yeah.
Still on the correct half if you're a Pensacola fan, only getting up to midfield. It's Lever with the ball for Mississippi.
Ball watching
Over to
there.
Wartez, who lost the ball back to Pensacola.
Good job by Dykes there.
Very strong.
Let's have good movement here. I see Mathern in space. Mathern loves to go at her defender. She's got her isolated. She gets to the end line, brings it back. That'll go for a corner. First corner of the game to the Pelicans.
Pensacola is preparing for its first corner kick of the match, brought to you as always by the Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley. Chance for us to make our sponsors happy as well, Justin. This is how we like it.
I'm telling you, I this corner kick sponsorship though, it's got to be like triple the price next year. They've gotten so many shot outs.
Just call it
Let's
a
get
good
on the end of that.
Ooh,
Come
a little
on.
wide.
She's in good space there.
She was, but you have no chance to score if you do not get the shot on frame. So I highly recommend for all you soccer players, aspiring soccer players, that your shots hit the frame. It's
That's a good idea.
yeah.
They're come very near to doing so.
Yeah. Good step there by Thompson. Bartlinski.
Let's get back to Thompson.
Okay, I saw it. I saw the ball there. Yep.
Had the right idea.
Big turn there.
Ellis has the ball.
That's their danger player. You
She
can
sure
see.
was,
You can see why, because she looks like if she gets a head of steam up, she's going to be a handful. Ball into Niles, looking for Garth. Garth gets it across. Oh. Nobody home there for the Pelicans.
Still like the aggression, though. You get in there, just feed the ball to the middle. Unlucky that no one was quite up to step just yet. And Pensacola still has possession and in a threatening position again. Garth making the run.
Let's see if we can find somebody on the other end of this. Garth looks to get it across into Niles. Oh, Blues defender gets back. Critical interception there. Blues pick up the ball in some space, and that's a dangerous through ball.
18 has a go, and Lipsy is waiting right in front. Great job by the keeper.
But the Blues, again, dangerous as they end up with their, I think that's their third shot on goal and their fourth shot.
That is, according to my math, that is correct. Lipsy brings it way up the field before she kicks.
Phillips, ooh, boy, good job by the Blues there. As had that ball gotten through, Phillips was in on her own.
Ball trickles back into the Blues defenders. The Blues don't seem at all interested in playing the time of possession game so far.
Oh, big turnover here. Phillips, nope.
See if she can keep it.
Finds Garth. Pick out Niles or something. Oh, and she does it on her own. Garth, unassisted.
I thought she was gonna look for the
She
top
did.
of the box.
I think everybody thought she was going to look for the top of the box.
Nice shot.
In the 11th minute, Pensacola FC scores the game's first goal, courtesy, unassisted, by number 2 forward Sydney Garth. That goal brought to you by Splash City Adventures.
Dr. Tubbs doing a great job giving the sponsor some love. More than I do. I'm glad you do it.
I keep my list right here.
It's great.
I wonder if they're gonna keep their high press now that they've.
Pensacola?
No.
Yeah. Oh, the Blues?
Mhm.
Well, look at that turn.
Wow.
That is again, you can see how this young lady's I think she's you said the Golden Boot winner, and you can see how dangerous she is. Oh, dangerous ball in there.
Oof, good clearance.
Goal kick. Oof, I thought maybe that was out for a corner. And I could see is her name Miss Ellis,
Carrie L. Ellis.
Miss Ellis, I could see her being a real threat on corners, just given her size. Don't think I want to see the Pelicans defending corners tonight. It's a long ball out of the back. Blues with the ball again. Tell you what, I'm glad to see Pensacola get on the scoreboard early, but I don't feel real confident right now. I don't think this is the last goal. I think we got to see Pensacola get a few more before I'll feel good about this lead. Phillips. Oh, that's a foul for sure. Yeah.
Clear foul. That's a free kick for Pensacola. Nice set piece.
Yeah,
It
good
is.
spot.
Good spot.
Hopefully we get on the end of it.
Yeah. It was a free kick from not too far from a position like this for the men's Pelicans team that was their undoing in their playoff game this past Wednesday. Unfortunately, in the 92nd minute of the game, Columbus found the back of the net off of a free kick fairly similar to this. Thurn plays the ball in. That ball bounces in a dangerous spot.
Bartlinski heads it back in
good
there.
header.
Oh,
See, Niles is going to bring it down and get a shot on net, and that's
That's
a goal. Bartlinski, or no, was that Niles?
Yeah,
Was it Niles? Sorry,
unassisted by Niles.
that was.
She had basically no one on her. A lot of space there. Good shot.
In the 14th minute, an unassisted goal by your captain, number 16, Rainey Niles. That goal brought to you by Volume 1 Salon, one of our many great sponsors.
Yeah, that was, there was no goal line technology there, but the AR was right on it, raising his flag and
He was looking.
let us know that that was over the line. That one hitting off the underbar, the crossbar.
I give a lot of credit to
ball
soccer
here.
officials for the job they do.
Oh.
Oh, nice control by Ellis. She sends it, but there were 3 Pelicans in defense.
Thompson gets a foot in. Garth coming back. I love to see that from your forward. Doing the dirty work, as they say. Coming back, defending, winning the ball. Trying to play out to Dykes. And Pelicans win the possession back. So one of the things that at this point, if I'm Coach Simon, I am urging my team on because, in all sports, soccer certainly being one of them, if you can essentially knock out your opponent at an early stage of the game, the mental part of the game is very important, right? If you can put another goal, maybe another 2 goals in the back of the net in this first half, it becomes very much harder for the Blues to mount the comeback. So if I'm Coach Simon, I am definitely urging the Pelicans on to try to find goals 3, 4, whatever it is.
As many as they care to score. This is the semifinals and the playoffs. You don't want to take any chances.
No, for sure.
One thing I've noticed, clearly Coach Simon and staff have worked out a strategy to limit the effect of Carrie L. Ellis, who every time she touches the ball is triple teamed.
She's got a few players
Has
around
a
her, doesn't
person-
she? Yeah.
Always has one person marking her just right at her hip pocket,
Yeah.
and another person floating nearby, with a third in support if necessary.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's just smart. She's clearly a danger player, and you got a game plan for that.
Well, we were talking before the match. If you have a great goal scorer, a lot of times it's not just that, but who do you have in support of that goal scorer?
Absolutely.
And are they dangerous? Although I've seen some really dangerous-looking kickers on their team as well.
Oh!
I believe that's going to be a corner or a goal kick. What are we doing?
Looks like he's pointing to the corner to me. Yeah, lining up for another corner here.
The Pelicans line up for a corner kick brought to you by the Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley.
Sandra, if I go in the other room, can you still hear me on this mic?
Yeah, wherever you take the mic, you can go.
Oh, how about that?
It's wireless, buddy.
Look at
Thurn
that
with the
modern
kick.
technology.
Oh.
One of the challenges about this particular portion of the press box is the windows are. I'm constantly shifting around trying to find a clear view. All right, here's my Thurn. Thurn wants to get in on the goal scoring action, but
She left-footed.
Thurn? No, she's right-footed. Although she's good with both feet, as any good soccer player should be, right? Layla W.
Yep.
Yeah. Layla W., a member of our women's academy team this year, who had a strong season. Record didn't necessarily. Oh boy, here we go. This is the danger player, and she is somehow.
She's through.
Woo! Oh my goodness.
That contrary, Dr. Tubbs, contrary to what we were just discussing, we find Miss Ellis one-on-one with the last offender. And so if I'm Coach Simon, I'm barking a little bit right now because that is not the match. You just saw it right there.
Yeah.
She just went right past that defender. Pelicans actually quite fortunate that that ball doesn't end up in the back of the net.
It was a good shift by Lipsy to limit the window, and also I didn't catch who the other defender was who skirted over as
Yeah,
quickly as she
we
could.
did have somebody
Yeah, that's
tracking back.
Thompson.
Was that Jill?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There
that's
we
good.
Newest member of the team.
Yeah.
Showing why she's starting.
She's got younger eyes than we do. I'm curious about Miss Ellis as far as where she plays her soccer when not playing in the summer. Might have to try to look that up.
It might be a halftime task. And my
Good
third.
ball, good ball, back post. Oh, man.
Be a goal kick. Garth couldn't quite get her
Didn't
tip
quite
of her
get over
toe
there.
on that to send it back to the left. Still, the pressure is on. You like that from Pensacola. Just keep sending it back there at or near the frame. And that'll keep the pressure up. And my background was in a very different sport, which was mixed martial arts, and I learned you get a lot tireder if you're thinking hard. So keep all the mental pressure up.
Thurn does a nice job. I thought she kept it in, but
Yeah.
no.
Not quite.
Ball goes out for a Blues throw. Blues picking it up with quite a bit of space there in the midfield. Yep, you can see them looking for Ellis. It's a good strategy as
Oh, that's
Ellis is a handful.
This is a handful. She sort of shoulder tackled one of our players. That's going to be a corner kick
Yeah,
for
for the Blues. Well, I mentioned earlier that I don't want to see a lot of these. I'll be curious to see what our strategy is here on dealing with the with Miss Ellis. Dangerous ball in. Lipsy. Oh boy, Lipsy bobbles the
That was
ball.
very close.
And the ball sent back in. Lipsy with a second chance. She's sure-handed this time. Nice job by Lipsy.
It appeared that Carrielle Ellis played her college soccer at Lamar University, D1 athlete.
Okay. Well, she certainly looks it. Phillips.
Southland Conference, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not. Worked around every level of college athletics there is to work around, so usually if you play it at a college, I know where about it's at. Listed as a 5'9" graduate student from Madison, Mississippi, Madison Central High School, one of the more prominent schools in the state of Mississippi. Much better known for the football team and baseball team.
Yeah. All right, turnover here for Pensacola, or Pensacola creates the turnover. And it's Dykes on the ball. Finds Mathern back to Dykes. Dykes with a pile of room in front of her. I'd like to see her just go ahead and go at that.
It looked like the defender was lagging back a little bit. She could have pressed a little
Yeah.
harder.
Yep. Dykes not typically a forward, so maybe just a little out of her comfort zone. Through ball. Gets all the way through. I thought we were going to cut that one out, but
Looking for Raffelt.
Good press.
all right. Now Garth with some room.
Lots of room
it's
for
3
Garth.
3v3. See if the Pelicans can make something out of this.
Oh.
So that was an example of
A little too tight there.
the runs off the ball there were not what you want to see as we effectively close down our own space. You're exactly right, Dr. Tubbs, as Mathern's run ended up basically taking another defender right into Garth's path, and she tried to lay it off, and there was no room to work. Game is I see the ladies walking around a little bit. It is warm out there, but hopefully everybody wasn't out enjoying the Blue Angels earlier today. I don't know.
They could have just been push mowing a yard like I was doing earlier today. That was enough to take me out for a couple hours.
Yeah. Back in my day, we had the when you said push mower, it was the kind that another shot here.
The non-motorized.
The
variety.
non-motorized kind. I truly did mow the yard with the little spinning blades.
Those actually make the lawn look the best.
They do. They mulch it and fertilize it. See, not just soccer here on the Pelican broadcast. Getting horticultural tips, I should say.
Second half, we'll give you some animal husbandry tips.
I did just start watching the new season of Alone. It's quite the show. picking up some survival skills.
I've been watching Yellowstone, so I can tell you about being drunk and a cowboy.
Well, Pensacola certainly had the pressure, and a little spell here for Mrs. Oh, that one. Okay, all
Offside.
right. Just a little offside. Good job by the Blues there, holding their line. Phillips went a little too early.
Still about 20 minutes to go in this first half. There's going to be I think Mississippi's making their one sub.
Their one son.
Yeah, that is tough, I will say, to come in this kind of climate and be playing with one sub.
Justin, you might know this. I apologize to our fans that I don't. What part of Mississippi are the Blues geographically located in?
You know, you asked me the one question.
I'm guessing the Delta
I
being what
don't.
they're called the Blues.
I think they probably are. I'm guessing we could probably look it up with that little computer thing that we all have. Let me answer that question.
Little pocket expert.
Although I bet someone on our stream knows. Just
That's right.
might be a good way to get some interaction here, folks.
And
What
we're getting
city?
to the, if we're doubling at the rate we want to, we'll be PewDiePie by the end of the match, by the way.
23? Look at that. Portugal. I see Portugal came in.
Pensacola starting to play a little possession game here. Well, there's a big sin.
Ball.
Looked onside, but the ball was sent a little too far down pitch for Garth to be able to catch up with it. The keeper for the Blues sends her players deep back on the pitch. She's going to send the ball as far as she can the other direction. Falling off the side of her foot, though, it's going to go straight to Mathern. Mathern feeds it to the middle, but there's a Blues player waiting. Jennifer Seward was trying to chase down that stray ball, couldn't quite get their ball back, possession back to the Blues. As Justin does the research wing of our live broadcast. Lena Dykes has the ball, sends it out. And that's our captain, Niles. Trying to set up the troops.
Clinton, Mississippi.
Clinton, Mississippi. That's right by Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Home of Mississippi College.
Yes, indeed.
First goal.
What's that?
Who scored that first goal?
First goal was Sydney Garth. Second goal was Randy Niles, both unassisted.
Thank you.
I spent a lot of time in beautiful Clinton, Mississippi.
Yeah, I've spent a good bit of time in Jackson. A lot of time, actually, in Jackson.
Well, I'm not a betting man, but if I were, I would have lost my money because I assumed they were from the Delta, and Clinton is definitely not the Delta.
Yeah. Good header there by the Blues player. Winning contested ball. But ball goes into touch. Throw for the Pelicans. Right at midfield. Niles switching the play.
To Cunningham.
This is where the Pelicans need to hold on to the ball here, make the Blues work. Oh, but that's a heck of a ball there into Mathern. Mathern gets a shot on goal. Nice save by the Blues keeper.
Good job, Ava.
They called a foul. That's just it's a bailout. Yep. Nothing in that, but unfortunate.
Thought we were going for our most recent corner kick. I was getting ready to fire up the old PA.
That brings us to our water break here. I'm sure the Blues are happy to have it as they try to manage the game with their one sub.
Question from the scoreboard operator. I just let it run.
Yes.
Okay. Making sure.
Yeah. We'll stop it at 45, and any extra time was kept by the officials.
Excellent. I assume that was the case.
Might open the door here a little bit.
Yes, it is kind of chilly. Sam, you need gloves. That's got gloves.
Just like blankets.
Basically.
Extreme fans, while we are allowing for a water break, just a quick reminder and big thanks to our wonderful sponsors, Splash City Adventures, Smart Bank, Ailstock, Whitkin, Crease, and Overholt, Aero Air Charter, Seville Quarter, Hancock Bank, Volume 1 Salon, Hatchmark Studio, as well as our corner kick sponsor, Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley, and yet to come, but we'll mention them here as well, Adore Real Estate is bringing your halftime show to you today. And by halftime show, I mean a break while you can watch our halftime people. Unless Justin plans to sing.
I do not. That would not be entertaining for anybody.
Oh, it would be entertaining.
Not so much.
We have one other sponsor that didn't make it onto the sheet. That's the fitness gym, brought to you by Lorenzo Aguilar. Folks here in the Pensacola area, many of you probably know Lorenzo. He's worked with many of our local athletes, and actually some of our local athletes who have gone on to play professionally. Doug Baldwin and others have all gone through Lorenzo's programs. He's a heck of a guy and a fixture here on the local scene.
Lived a handful of places in my adult life, and there's always one guy who's trained all the athletes, and I'm guessing Lorenzo sounds like the guy from Central Louisiana. His name is Don Fields.
Okay.
If you go to Don's giant gym he has, there's a wall of honor, and anyone who's anyone from the Central Louisiana region, and not just
they've been through there.
Oh yeah, they had to do at least a handful of summer camps and weight training seminars with Big Don.
That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I've known Lorenzo for a long time, and he's one of the best in the business. He provided fitness facilities to all of the Pensacola FC players this summer, and many of them took advantage of it, working out, and staying sharp throughout the season down here.
That's really important, particularly when you're not playing every single day. You can't let yourself get out of shape and out of fitness.
Mm-hmm. Should mention we've got another Pensacola FC game going on right now, as the men's academy team is over in Louisiana playing for the GCL2 championship this evening, and may get a score on that and share it with you guys at some point. Good job by the Blues there as they intercept and look immediately to find Ellis. Good job though by
Bela Lebovic was
Good
ready.
ball.
Ooh.
Oh, what's the call?
Not sure what the call
Certainly
is
wasn't
there,
offside.
and if this is a Pensacola kick, sir, you've got Dykes streaking in basically.
That's so frustrating.
It really is. The crowd getting restless.
The crowd was wondering what I was wondering. If that's a penalty, that should be advantage.
Of course. Really.
Or a card if it was serious enough, I suppose.
Correct. Questionable, very questionable call there.
What are we doing?
Now the referee will call offside. Just really making a hash of it, sir. Respectfully.
I think we learned in Talladega Nights just saying respectfully doesn't necessarily mean
When you start a sentence with all due respect and you're about to get disrespected.
Oh, yes.
But I said all due respect.
I used to work with when I was a journalist, I worked with a guy. He actually was the living embodiment of that. Before that movie existed, this guy wouldn't, all due respect you, and then say the most heinous thing.
All right, good job there by the Pelicans, as I think that's Lebovic on Ellis, and you can see, I think that the instruction, just visually, I think the instruction is to Lebovic is stay, basically attached to Ellis at her hip.
Sorry, stream.
It's about 75% that and 25% the old Barry Sanders defense, which is everyone get around her.
Yeah, for sure. Well, Barry would find his way
player
out of
down
that.
for the Blues. I'm afraid that is a yellow card for Rainey Niles.
Yeah, it is. That's.
She get kicked.
She did. But I didn't see anything malicious there, and I don't think Niles. I think that's Niles' first foul. So, again, fair. It was far away, so maybe there was something more in it than I could see. But
I hate to see a booking.
big ball.
I think that was a
Well,
looking
job,
based
good
on
match.
the outcome, not the actual
Yeah,
foul.
yeah, and that's disappointing after this referee has made a couple of pretty questionable calls back to back now. But we're not going to focus on that. Focus on our play here as Pensacola would love to get a third before halftime here. We got about 10 minutes of regular time. And Pensacola would love to get a third. Good job by Portugal there. Oh, she a little too far. Here's Ellis. Going to get a shot off. The ball will go out for a corner unless Pensacola tracks it down.
Not quite. It will be a corner for the Blues. I say this for Ellis. She's really active with her elbows. If you watch, she makes her run.
You know, she's
She'll
physical.
muscle you off.
She's smart. You know, that's comes a dangerous ball to the back post.
Ooh,
Yeah, there's
Should
Ellis.
be a goal kick for the Pelicans.
that was a foul.
No, I think that was a foul on
No.
Ellis. She battled for the ball.
She kind of just jumped and spun.
She did. She did.
So I like that. Good effort. Very creative. Fans who aren't paying all that close of attention, you should be aware the clock you see, which is about 36 minutes, is way behind where we're actually at because of the water break. So don't anyone panic if you see that the referee is letting the clock run or over stoppage time go what seems abnormally long. It was because of the water break. Ball out to the Pelicans. And here's where you don't want to get locked in. And Niles equal to the task and looks like she's got it set. Good shape. Lebovic able to send the ball out to the other sideline. Couldn't see which player got it for the Pelicans there. Well, Lebovic has it now. Big send. I'm afraid that's not going to do a lot of damage because it's way too far.
Just got a check-in from the senior men's coach, Dean Logan, and he tells me that our Academy boys are up 1-0 at halftime. Hopefully bringing home the first of 2 championship trophies to Pensacola FC. He says should have been up 3-0, missed 2 good opportunities. So good to hear.
Spoken like any true coach.
Good to hear from Coach Logan, and we'll hope our boys over in Louisiana can keep it up.
Now, are they playing the New Orleans team or someone else?
They're Central Louisiana. Yeah.
Well, now I'm torn. That's where I lived for so long.
Well, there's no being torn here, Dr. Tubbs. I'm sorry, but if you're in the Pensacola FC booth, you're going to have to set aside those boyhood allegiances. And
Nah, my boyhood allegiance would be in Baton Rouge. I grew up in that area, but I lived in Central Louisiana as an adult.
All right.
Oh, this kick
Well,
there.
I don't know anybody there anymore. So.
That's Amira Edwards, another Academy product, come in for the senior ladies. Great to see Jillian Thompson, Amira Edwards, both getting some time now with the senior ladies.
Got a shot on goal, but not quite enough pace on it to get past a capable keeper that the Blues have.
Yep.
I apologize for not knowing the young person's name. I haven't seen her jersey number yet.
The ball's clearly out. Thank you.
I believe her name is Sarah Polk. There we go. I can read the 1 now when she walks. You talk about my eyes are definitely 42 now.
Go on, Mira.
Edwards loses the ball there. Ball sent long for Ellis. She'll do battle with Dykes. Dykes physically more of a match for her, but
I can keep up.
Ellis is a great combination of speed and size, so
She
it's
is.
hard to find a good matchup
no,
with that.
no question about that. She's going to be a handful for just about anyone. Garth to Portugal.
Not
Can't
quite.
keep it in, though. So, yeah, re-attack in the middle there. Good to see her. I remember coaching this young lady as a young lady. I have not seen her for a while.
Well done.
Oh, so how is that any different than the one that? Okay, well, I guess okay. I don't think that was any more of a yellow card than Niles, but I guess you're right, Dr. Tubbs. I mean, if you're going to give Niles a card, you've got to give another card there. I'd rather see neither of those young ladies get cards, but
Some officials they go quick to the book in the first half, and in their approaches, they're trying to keep from getting out of hand in the second half.
Well, I think that
Perhaps I wouldn't have booked either, but
there's
also not a trained official.
Portugal. Ooh, good job by the Blues keeper. Should come collect the ball before Portugal can get on the end of it. Again, Pensacola looking for that third goal before halftime would be a big, I think a big mental.
And there's the first foul against Ellis.
Yeah, Ellis.
Probably not the fifth time she's done something similar, but the first time that the official noticed it.
Yeah.
It's a little harder to hide those active elbows when you're standing still as opposed to on a run. You can kind of hide it with your natural running motion.
I would like to see Pensacola doing a little bit more of this, cycling the ball from left to right. Again, you've got a Blues team with one sub, and, Pensacola, oh my, that is a heck of a ball. I'm not sure who played that through, but that's the wrong choice by Edwards there. That's she needs to put her foot on the ball. You're not gonna get a shot on goal. Even if you do, your chances of finding the back of the net is very, very low from there.
Yeah, the angle wasn't there for that shot. It would have been better to stomp it, bring it back to the middle, and then have a go, or even kick it back to Garth. But that's why we do these teams, so they can learn.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the big difference in like younger players and experienced players, like when to do like decision making generally.
Another rough play foul called against the Blues. Someone threw Seward to the ground. That's not allowed in most sports. Free kick is a good ways back for the Pelicans, but still set something up from here.
You would expect the ball to be played into the box here or into a dangerous position, although I like that choice, actually. I mean, let's keep the ball here and let's cycle it. Yeah, you can't have a giveaway there, though.
So close to.
That's sloppy from the Pelicans. Those are the kind, and when I have my coaching hat on, I'm yelling at the ladies, no cheap giveaways. You're contested, you lose the ball. That's one thing, but shouldn't just be passing the ball out of bounds with no pressure on you. Good turn there by the Blues forward. Good play.
That was their one reserve, Riley Kate Naiman.
One ball through the center. Lebovic gets a hit on it. Here's Tack. I'm now very curious as to where Tack is playing her soccer, as I have not seen her in, I think I coached her like 5 years ago. Sandra, what are we up to on the stream? 22? That's going the wrong direction. Oh, dangerous ball here. Oh, that's a clear foul.
Oh my goodness.
That's going to have to be, say you can't be up underneath the keeper.
And the thing that's frustrating to me is before the keeper comes out and gets fouled, I see the Blues player, 2 hands in the back. The referee, nothing. Chokes on his whistle.
That's probably we only have 22 people. We had a Blues fan, and they heard. And we had a person from Central Louisiana. Now they're gone because
we're alienating people left and right.
That's what we're here for, folks.
Hey,
You guys
listen.
are too biased.
We call it like we see it. I never suggested that this is not neutral commentary. But we also do call it like we see it, and I'll call out the Pelicans when I don't think they're doing
I was
as
going
they
to say
should.
the opposing team very rarely gets critiqued as far as Justin doesn't light them up for a poor play.
No, I'm happy to see them. If they're going to make some mistakes and it'll work to our advantage, can see that one coming as she lined her up. Ellis lined her up, and so this is
it could be a booking for Ellis.
Getting them talking to. We'll see. We'll see now. That's two or three little chippy fouls, and one of the actual bookable offenses is persistent fouling, like under the laws of the game. So we'll see what our center referee does with Miss Ellis. I'm sure that physicality is a big part of her game, and that's okay, but she's got to be clean.
I won't pretend to be an expert on Southland Conference women's soccer, but I'm fairly confident it's a rougher league. Made up of mostly Texas schools with a smattering of Louisiana. As we're into stoppage time now, which again should be substantial. Ball out, possession goes to the Pelicans.
Wow.
Two hands in the back.
You saw
Yeah.
it, right? I mean, I guess maybe it wasn't in her reach, but still, you just can't do that. You just can't push somebody two hands in the back. All right, here's Ellis.
Well, looks like somebody from Pensacola got a receipt.
Yeah.
And Ellis is gesturing as though she's asking the official what's going on with
Good
that.
job by Edwards there.
Oh.
Come on, sir. Nothing in that at all. It's
As our fans will know, I did not grow up around the sport of soccer, and it's always tickled me how polite people are in soccer when they're chastising an official. Sir, ma'am.
Sir.
I just got
Go
Uh-oh.
on. 1v1.
Garth, 1-on-1. Let's see. She's got the speed. Garth. Oh,
Okay.
big tackle.
That was a good, clean tackle.
It was a good
I'd say.
tackle. It was.
Hit ball first, and then
That was
tumble.
that was a critical tackle by the Blues player there. As you don't get the ball there, and that's potentially a red card on the breakaway. I got a text message as we were talking. My questions are being answered. Is Rhea playing for Swanee, applying her trade at Swanee now? So,
Oh, very nice.
yeah,
That's Tennessee school, yes?
yes, indeed. Unless there's another Swanee, which there might be. When we were playing Columbus this past Wednesday, I had several people ask me about Columbus, Ohio, and I said no,
Columbus,
it's
Georgia.
Columbus, Georgia.
I thought it was Ohio this whole time.
That's
The
interesting.
one stray northern team that gets in our Southern
It's like,
League.
what?
Edwards is offsides there. Edwards. So I will again. You're a little critical of my Pelicans there. You're a forward. You're looking down the line, straight across the field. You have to hold your run, and that'll take us to halftime. You have to hold your run there until the ball is played. But we go into halftime at 2-0, 2 to the good
And
side.
we've reached the half with the score Pensacola FC 2, Mississippi Blues 0. Man, today's halftime is brought to you by Adore Real Estate. Stick around if you have a moment. Walk down to the merch stand. There's still plenty of Pensacola FC gear and take-homes that you can, they used to call knickknacks, available for purchase at your leisure. We'll take a break and see you back here in a few minutes for the second half of tonight's semifinal matchup between Pensacola FC and the Mississippi Blues. I'm going to unmute your house.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. And usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources. And that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
Finding a home should be an experience that is uniquely yours, with a realtor who is real, a realtor who takes the time to learn about you and what you want most out of life. Because it's not just about a house, it's about the stories you will tell and a lifetime of memories. So when you think about buying a new home, choose a realtor who is tailored to you. Adore Real Estate.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
Finding a home should be an experience that is uniquely yours, with a realtor who is real, a realtor who takes the time to learn about you and what you want most out of life. Because it's not just about a house, it's about the stories you will tell and a lifetime of memories. So when you think about buying a new home, choose a realtor who is tailored to you. Adore Real Estate.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
Finding a home should be an experience that is uniquely yours, with a realtor who is real, a realtor who takes the time to learn about you and what you want most out of life. Because it's not just about a house, it's about the stories you will tell and a lifetime of memories. So when you think about buying a new home, choose a realtor who is tailored to you. Adore Real Estate.
When someone has been hurt, when someone's been wrong, they've suffered a financial loss, they've suffered a physical loss, they don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do, and usually they're at a point in their life where they don't even have the resources, and that's where we want to help.
Our attorneys have hundreds of years of combined experience in personal injury and pharmaceutical litigation. Contact us today at 844-794-7402.
Finding a home should be an experience that is uniquely yours, with a realtor who is real, a realtor who takes the time to learn about you and what you want most out of life. Because it's not just about a house, it's about the stories you will tell and a lifetime of memories. So when you think about buying a new home, choose a realtor who is tailored to you. Adore Real Estate.
Right, fans on our stream, it's Willie Tubbs. Coming to you live here at Ashton Brosnaham Stadium as we get ready for second half kick with Pensacola leading the Mississippi Blues 2-0. Still an entire half of soccer to play, so don't anyone put it on cruise control just yet, and we'll hope the same for the women of Pensacola. If you're just joining us, 2 quick goals in the 11th and 14th minute, respectively, for Pensacola is the story of the game so far. Sydney Garth in the 11th minute, Rainey Niles in the 14th, both unassisted, and that's how we got to 2-0. Lots of opportunities for more goals for Pensacola and several strong opportunities for the Mississippi Blues. So it's a tight-knit match, and everyone sending all the great vibes you can forward here in this semifinal match as Pensacola looks to move forward to the championship match next week. Will be Pensacola FC ball to start the second half. And we will see how the Florida Heat is treating both sides. Although tonight it is not as hot as it has been, as I took it. It's muggy, but not miserable.
I feel like it's less hot than usual.
And we're underway. 45 minutes to play. Regulation-wise. It's Carrielle Ellis. Big kick. It's going to be a little too much leg on that. Her teammate, number 18, Layla Anderson, couldn't get on the end of that for the Blues. Brings up a goal kick for Pensacola. Micaiah Lipsy sends her players deeper down the field. She wants to send that ball as far as she can. See if we can create a run here. Lipsy kicks. Nice header. I believe that was Bartlinski. However, in the scrum that has ensued, it looks like the Blues have it back. All the Pensacola now has it. Ball still kind of ricocheting around here. Blues bring it in.
Good ball.
Number 4, White, sent that ball. But Lebovic was able to slide in there and prevent anything more dangerous from happening. Throw in for the Blues. As they'll look to get something going early here. Oh, bad giveaway. Shot was sent by the Blues, but it goes skirting off to the left for a goal kick. Pensacola dodged a little danger there.
Hey, unlucky.
Ellis, the striker for the Blues, thought that perhaps a Pensacola FC player had got a cleat on that, but the officials is not convinced. Lipsy sends it up near midfield. There's a foul on a Mississippi Blues player, 2 arms in the small of the back of Lyles. Or excuse me, Dykes. I'll apologize now if I mispronounce or misstate any names. It's a little dark up here. My eyes aren't the best in the wonderful situation, the best environments, but when it gets dark, it's definitely not going to work well. But we'll soldier through, and especially when Justin gets back up here. He knows our players by sight. Blues have the ball up near midfield, across midfield now. There's Ellis. But Lebovic has been really up to the task tonight in keeping Ellis at bay. Golden Boot winner for the league. Still Mississippi has the ball in a threatening position. Out wide to the right. Kind of a weak shot there, and Lipsy able to easily bring it in. I'm going to use the technology that I have at my disposal. Aim this flashlight I have so people can still see, and I can also read the names. Here we are.
Can't let that bounce.
Okay. Pensacola has the ball. Garth saves that from going out. Gives the Pelicans a chance to set something up here and also just possess the ball. Justin in the first half recommended, and of course he's the expert. I'll take his word for it, and I think he's got it his head on straight. Sending that ball back and forth, left and right, cycled around. Mississippi, again, only has 12 players available tonight. And you really want to see how conditioned those legs are. But Mississippi's still playing with a lot of spirit. Anderson has the ball. She looks for Ellis. Sends it to the middle, but there are 4 navy blue jerseys there for the Pelicans. Nothing doing. JoJo Bartlinski had to slide in to keep that ball from going back the other direction. Not able to possess as well as they were doing in the first is Pensacola FC, but still early, still settling in. Not quite 5 minutes into the second half. Dykes has the ball. Out to Garth. Garth with a nice run. Gets into the middle of the field, some space.
Good ball.
Was looking for Paige Phillips, but couldn't quite make the connection. Ball goes back over to Mississippi, but then they kick the ball out of bounds. So deep in, much deeper in Mississippi territory is where the throw-in will happen. Pelicans have the ball.
Go ahead, you commentate for a little bit.
Nah, you can do it.
Justin trying to farm out the commentary duties for the second half.
I got a message from. Oh, good shot.
Oh, good hands there.
I got a message from somebody saying we love Layla's commentary. So, oh,
Am I commentating at all?
You are. You're commentating between 2 microphones, so
Hear
you're getting picked up.
I didn't know.
Is this a Pensacola FC corner kick, I do believe? Let me announce that to our fans here in the stadium. It's a Pensacola FC corner brought to you, as always, by the Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley. Set nice.
Good job, Rennie.
Way to get on that.
Miles looking for goal number 2 of the night. Went a little over that top crossbar.
Doing
A
ASMR.
goal kick for the Blues. They look content to set something up deep in their own end. Oh, not quite what we're looking
swing
for
and a miss
there.
there.
Lebovic, is that Lebovic? Yes, has the ball. Back into Phillips. Phillips finds Niles. Niles
trying to
looking
find
for
the
Modern.
third.
She's
Just a
there,
little
not
too
quite.
far. Just a little too far.
A good job of keeping the pressure up there. Still about 7 minutes into this second half of play. Long way to go in just a, just a 2-goal lead against the fast strike capabilities of the Blues.
Yeah, this game far from comfortable from my perspective for the Pelicans. They definitely want to find the back of the net once or twice more to a little. There we go. Ball in there to
Nice save.
Phillips.
Go on.
A few too many light blue jerseys back there for that to work the way we wanted it to, but
Nice job there.
ball is down in the correct end if you're a Pensacola fan. Garth has it, lots of space, lots of time. Blues pinch up now, and she sends it over to Bartlinski. Little offended no one said they liked Dr. Willie R. Tubbs' clever comments and observations, but I see how it is.
All right, here we go. This is what we don't want to see from Pensacola. Oh, great job by Lebovic there.
Ooh, still muscles through.
Ooh, good job.
What a tackle. What a
Play
great,
on is
what a
the
great
signal.
tackle there. Critical.
And it's going to be a corner, but that could have been a lot worse. credit to the backline defenders for the Pelicans. It took 3 to get that threat from Ellis away.
Yep.
Corner kick for the Blues.
So I learned at halftime that Miss Ellis spent at least a year at Tennessee, University of Tennessee, where she was, obviously that's a big time program, and again, you see her on the field and her presence, and not surprising.
There's a big difference between...
Another shout out for Layla W. They want more commentary.
Oh, she's about to get this microphone.
No.
Right here.
I don't want.
There you go.
Guys, this is too much responsibility.
Yep, you're ready, the big time.
I'll just
Layla's
notice
being mic'd up here.
Justin and I go a slapdash, as you can imagine, so there's really the bar set pretty low for you.
I cannot get this thing on you.
I don't need it.
Put it on there.
It's okay.
Foul
hold it
called
down.
against the Pelicans there. We have a free kick for the Blues. Some discussion between one of the Blues players and the official, perhaps politicking for a card, but there wasn't anything about that going to happen. About 55th minute. Well over half an hour to play in regulation. Nice sin by the Blues.
Good job by Dykes there, getting a head on it.
Dykes did get a head on it.
Phillips trying to hold up. Nice
Good
turn.
turn.
Oh,
Phillips had the turn, but turned into a lot of defenders that she didn't realize were there and had closed up on her.
gotta check those shoulders. Oh, bursting out from the back.
Go on, Joe.
Little Niles has it over
Lots
to
of
Garth.
space.
Go, Sydney.
Oh, nice cut.
Oh.
Unlucky. Good job by the Blues
Yeah.
covering back.
Garth had the right idea on that run. Instead of trying, as we saw in the first half, a different player went way too far out to the right and then tried to send it back. She took a step inside and tried to get something on goal. But as you said, credit to the Blues. They got themselves set up to defend that.
Ooh,
Oh,
shot.
nice.
Shot.
That was nice.
Alexis Arnaud.
Good job by Arnaud. Again, cutting that ball off as Ellis looked to pick it up and turn and run.
Before you walked up from your union-organized concession break, Justin, agreed upon that we were actually bragging about Arnaud and Lebovic in particular,
Yeah.
and the job they've done on the defensive end tonight. Oftentimes you can overlook, but when you have such a dangerous player as Carriel Ellis, having those staunch defensive people on the back line is the key.
No question. A lot of praise as well earned. And
And
the
can't
job is
forget-
not done. It's we don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, as there's a lot of game to be played here.
And can't forget Delaney Cunningham and Jillian Thompson also back there. Both have made some plays as well. It's an all hands on deck ordeal when you have a former SEC player who's known for scoring all the goals.
Yeah, what would your tactic be to stop Ellis? If you were playing center back, what would you do?
Probably same as Coach Rob is making them get a whole bunch of people on her. Like, just gotta have numbers up for sure.
Mm-hmm. Pressure cover. Ooh. Thurn tries to spin and that ball fired into the coaching section there for the Pelicans, but I think that might have been Coach Castleman with the hands snagging that ball out of the air before any harm could come to him. Phillips. Phillips
shouldered
bite
off.
the ball. She get the foul.
She's not the biggest, but she's very strong.
She is. What's the saying? It's not the size of the dog in the fight. The size of the fight in the dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who said that, Layla?
You did. Just now.
That's true.
It must have been Joe Dirt or someone like that.
All right, let's see if we can get something out of this. I'd like to see some movement before the ball is struck, just to get that little bit of an advantage. Oh, played out wide. Niles will send it in.
Oh, high cleat there by
Looks like Phillips was thinking glory,
Yeah.
thinking about the overhead
Really
kick.
went for that.
All right, here's Ellis. Yep, going to get that head of steam. She had a runner, but the ball came late. Oh, that's a good effort, though. Nice job by Arnaud there. Nice job by Arnaud, yes. Great job. Winning the goal kick there. Responding to Dr. Tubbs' call out, Arnaud with another good play.
I was doing this similar job for UWF baseball a few times last year, and there was one player that every time I was the PA guy had a home run. I told him he should have just given me money. I'd have come to every match. But it'll probably be illegal according to NCAA standards, so he couldn't pay me, and I wasn't able to come to all the games.
Well, I'll tell you what, not anymore.
Sure.
You've been following the. There's a big shakeup in the NCAA. Oh, Ellis.
Oh.
Ellis just tossing people aside.
Nice
Wow.
send.
Dangerous situation here for the Blues.
I believe there was an offside.
Offsides. Yeah.
Number 8, Bailey Raffelt, was a few steps beyond onside for the Blues.
The NCAA landscape looking to undergo some pretty seismic changes with the recent lawsuit.
He misspoke. He said suit. There are plural suits that are going on.
But the
Yeah.
settlement that was just reached, basically, we have yet to really see. Puts Phillips in. So, looks like she's going to get on that. She's got her defender on an island. What's she going to do? Oh, nice job by the Blues there. But Bartlinski in the right place to clean it up.
Carolina.
Lena looks to serve, back post.
Niles trying to track that ball down, but Anderson for the Blues is over there. But the Pelicans keep the ball as we hit the 61st minute.
Oh, good look.
No, Justin, speaking of NCAA changes, in my capacity as faculty athletics representative at UWF, I get to see a lot of that firsthand and learn about it as it happens. But it's even for me, from when I first got into college athletics as a sports information director in 2009 through today, where I'm a professor who is tangentially connected to athletics, it is a very different world in terms of everything from technology to how we go about marketing things to how the players are allowed to move or not move around.
Yeah.
It's fascinating.
Well, and I think this lawsuit, as you said, there's more than one, but the recent announcement, settlement announcement, a lot of people, including some of the coaches I've talked to at UWF, it's all remains to be seen, really, how it's going to change things. One of the, as the Blues look dangerous here, and that's going to go for a corner.
I didn't see the deflection.
One of the major potential changes is as you know, Dr. Tubbs, one of the things in college athletics is there's limitations on scholarships, and that appears to be ending. And teams will not have caps. In soccer, for example, it's at 9 at the D2 level. Those scholarships often broken into pieces, quarters and halves and whatnot. But my understanding is that will no longer be the case.
Oh, good head on that.
Good header, yeah. Blues looking to get a little pressure here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the landscape will continue to change for at least the next half decade to decade, I would say. At some point, you'll find it'll reach stasis for at least a little bit of time.
Are you really crunching that loud on the stream? Wow.
I thought I'd given my mic away. I'm
What is
sorry.
this, an ASMR soccer match?
It is.
That's what I said.
I apologize, folks.
I was going to start rubbing the
She's
microphone
the
on my
pacemaker.
beard here in a minute.
I
I haven't
apologize.
shaved today, so I
Oh,
have a little
there you
trouble.
go.
Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Wow.
She was there
Try
too.
those nachos, Justin. They sound so crunchy.
If we're going to do ASMR, we have to all start whispering.
You know, if the folks on the stream were here at the park, they could be enjoying this Pelican Nets nachos with droppings, just like I am.
I've got
I don't
some
like it that you call
crunchy
it that.
plastic I could start opening up to
Well,
distract everyone.
So I'm sorry you're
Look, we're
jealous.
losing viewers here, Justin.
I'm sorry that you're jealous.
Oh my God.
I would have happily brought you some of these delicious Pelican Nest nachos with droppings, but
They're very crunchy droppings.
good
Oh,
turn.
yeah.
Good job.
We're definitely losing people.
Go on, Rainey.
I think references to pelican poop might actually run a few people off.
Mm.
Even though
Oh.
we're just joking. Oh,
She's on. Oh my. I don't
referee
know.
agrees that she was offside. Politicking by the Mississippi player pays off.
Yep.
Good ball by Ava though.
It was a great ball.
Very on a platter.
All right, Garth with some room to work here. Let's see if the Pelicans can get the timing of their runs here. Phillips.
Go, Paige.
Going to be a throw in for Pensacola. Not quite enough pace on that run to get the separation that she needed to have a go on goal. Renault comes up to make the throw in for the Pelicans. Renault throws it to Phillips' feet. Phillips tries to flash it back across to the middle of the field. That doesn't work, but it does maintain possession for Pensacola. About 25 minutes left to go in regulation. Still ample time for Mississippi to make its effort at a comeback.
Yes, it is.
Looks like we're going to have a few substitutions here for Pensacola. Get those fresh legs in, work the advantage you have.
It's amazing how quickly the temperature in here fluctuates. It is.
Shut that door.
It's not so hot.
Looks like we've got Edwards and Tack coming back in for the Pelicans.
Yes. And Mississippi sets up another long run off their goal kick. Ball sent to the middle of the field. Lebovic is there for it.
Edwards picking it up. She's turning.
Good.
Looking to combine with Tack. The two new entrants. Looking to see if they can make their mark.
Bartlinski has to go sprinting out to her left to get that ball. Mathern now has a chance. There is a Blues player whose number I can't read from here, right in her hip pocket.
Good
Good
job
work,
by
Ava.
Mathern.
A little mutual combat though. Mathern gets pegged with a foul. That was Layla Anderson for the Blues. Free kick, but one deep in their own end for the Blues. They'll try to set something up on their right side. And that's where the ball goes. Looking for Ellis, but it was overshot, and it's going to trickle back to the waiting foot of Micaiah Lipsy, who is in no hurry to kick this back out. Waits for Ellis to put some pressure on, picks the ball up, and now she'll get to punt the ball from farther up in her box. And there's the kick. Ball goes just over the midfield line. Garth trying to make a run on it. That one was a little too much distance.
Goes out for a Pensacola throw, and the
There's an argument from the Mississippi Blues player who says that the ball went off of Garth, but Garth seems to have sent it back into the Mississippi Blues player, and the referee gives possession to the Pelicans. And now Garth has the ball again. Kick of frustration. I know it from anywhere when I see it from the Mississippi Blues player. It's fine by us if you want to get upset and lose your focus.
yeah. What I want to see from Pensacola again here is you've got this Blues team. They are getting a little frustrated. They certainly are going to be getting tired as they don't have the subs, and Pensacola, quite frankly, needs to be taking advantage of that. They don't need to be taking chances with the ball. Just keep the ball, possess it, move the Blues around.
Possess with a purpose.
And that, just like on cue, we just give it to them.
Arnaud is game and gets the ball back for the
Yeah,
Pelicans.
yeah,
Another big play for her.
But here again, folks, you know, this is the time when, if you're Pensacola, you just keep the ball here. There's no reason to be allowing the Blues, and here they are on the attack. You're gonna take a long shot, and, you know, it's not gonna be
Way
dangerous,
wide
but-
to the right, which is fine. It allows Lipsy to strategically stall a little bit.
Like to see our captain Niles here. Just we can't hear from up here, so maybe she's trying. But I'd love to see her, you know, calming folks down, saying, "Hey, let's move the ball left to right," and you know, eventually, yes, you attack, but there's no reason to rush it here. Just take your time. Oh, is he in the way,
He's moving.
sir? Would you mind, just because the stream is going right there? Sorry. Yeah, you could. It's if you want to stand up. If you want to just stand on the other side, or sorry about that.
You might not believe me when I say this, but I've actually worked on live broadcasts for everyone up to and including ESPN, and that happens even at the biggest schools and biggest moments where someone just accidentally
Nothing
Nothing
he doesn't
malicious,
know, you
yeah.
know, there's nothing.
pop up and you got to ask them to sit down.
Yep.
This is actually one of the more laid-back productions that I've ever worked on. I've heard substantially more screaming and cursing in my ear over the years.
Well, you weren't here. You weren't here Wednesday. It might have been a little bit more.
A little more animated.
Yeah, would have been a little more animated.
They were getting rowdy.
But that's average.
Yeah, that's true.
For a final, that's average.
I won't embarrass this gentleman by saying his name or even what school it was at, but I was once at a high school
go
football
on,
game in
Joe.
Louisiana. There's hundreds of those, so no one will be able to narrow it down. Where the PA
There's a good
guy
chance here.
Oh,
Tack.
come on.
Oh.
almost.
Thompson tries to find Tack. She can't get her shot on net.
That's a.
Oh, the Blues.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Here.
gave up on the run there. Blues kept the ball.
3-on-3. Again, for Pensacola, we should not find ourselves in this position as Blues here in here.
Good
Good
job.
job.
Kyle.
Good
Good
job.
job,
by
Lipsy.
Good job. Good job.
I'll finish my story now that the PA guy got ejected from the football game.
Wow.
It wasn't me. I was just a young peon trying to learn how to be a journalist at Louisiana College in those days. No, gave the ball up and had a quick go from the Blues player, but it went off wide and to the right. But it did ricochet off of a Pensacola FC player, so you get a corner kick now in the 71st minute for the Mississippi Blues, who are, you assume the desperation's starting to set in a little bit for them as they're down to 19 minutes here.
Well, here we are again, and what I think is a great attacking opportunity for this team. Ellis, look at that. She's knocking players around, and oh
Whoa.
boy, that was struck.
Good shot.
As I mentioned, that's a lot of pace in the balls from those Mississippi Blues players.
That takes us to our water break.
In the 72nd minute, we take a break. So for those of you keeping up with stoppage time at home, there'll be several minutes added on to account for this hydration moment, which we're happy to see.
Yep.
I remember the first time I ever saw a hydration break. It was a high school football game, and I asked, "What's happening?"
Oh my goodness.
And it was whenever I was coming from the South Louisiana, where it's always hot and humid. A bunch of sissies up here in Central Louisiana.
Well, and as
So it was actually a safety thing,
folks
which I
know,
support.
you know, there's a lot of education has happened since the days when certainly I was coming up playing youth sports, and lack of water was used as a punishment.
Yeah, I caught the tail end of the water makes you weak mindset.
Yeah, no. And, unfortunately, you know, we took some pretty tragic incidents to really bring attention to
So true.
that matter. But I think, at least from my vantage point, I think that most folks in youth athletics have come to understand the importance of hydration and dealing with these extreme, you know, physical demands in challenging conditions. You gotta take care of the bodies in order to allow these young athletes to to do their best.
That is a nice chance for both teams to breathe and get the last bit of instruction from their coaches as well.
Yeah, not a surprise. What I would be telling them is I've just spent the last 5 minutes telling all of you what I would be telling them. But I think from Pensacola, again, you really, you have a team in Mississippi that is dangerous when they get the ball, but you can see there's some walking around, and Pensacola has the opportunity to just move the ball left to right, make Mississippi react and tire them out, and then those opportunities will come. There's no reason to be forcing it at this point.
About a 2.5 minute break by my count, watching the clock. It was about 72 minutes when we went to break for water. 74:30 coming out of it, so 2.5, 3 minutes of stoppage time that you can count on for sure, in addition to anything else that accrues as we work our way to the 90th minute.
So Layla, who do you have bringing home the European Championship between England and Spain?
I'm an England fan, so I hope England.
Yeah.
But
Give me a score prediction.
I'm gonna say 2-1.
2-1 to England.
Yes.
Who's fighting in the back of the net for England?
You already know Harry Kane.
Harry Kane.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, good play there.
And Bellingham. That's my
Good play by Arnaud. She sends Garth
Oh, good
to
run,
Edwards.
Mira.
All right.
She's on it still. Go on, Mira.
Edwards brings it up close to the net.
Oh.
Oh my!
What happened there?
I am not sure. As
Seward was there, had the ball on her cleat,
did.
just skirted off to the left. Tack now with the ball in a threatening position, sends
good
it,
shot.
and there it
Finds
is.
the back of the
Wow.
net.
There it is.
Rhea, love it. Oh, that makes me happy.
Yeah, that was good.
That's a good play by the attack.
In the 75th minute. That's the third goal of the night, brought to you by Splash City Adventures and scored by Rhea Tack.
Baller.
Good to see. That was nice. Nice play. Left-footed shot. Struck it hard. Far post. Just like you teach them. Just like you teach them.
Should probably add a score here. There we go.
Yep.
You know, skipping a step, I'm running the scoreboard here in the stadium, folks. Don't anyone run up here and yell at me.
That's a ooh.
Oh, dangerous.
Oh,
Oh,
nice
Lipsy.
play there by
Clear.
Lipsy. Nice play.
Play of the
Good
night,
job.
in terms of Lipsy's effort,
Yeah.
she's made her most important contribution.
She did, and that's critical too, because the Blues in that moment would love to answer right back just to keep themselves, within striking distance. But Lipsy, big save. I don't think you can overstate the importance of that in that moment.
Ball out, throw in for Pensacola FC, and that's what you want. Don't allow them to immediately get right back within 2 goals.
Yeah, I was just about to say, that goal is important and gives us some breathing room, but and Mississippi created the opportunity, and Lipsy was up to the challenge. There we go.
Lipsy,
Under some pressure. She did a good first touch there, Lipsy did.
Oh.
Sends it out, but better safe than sorry in that moment.
can't let your form go by the wayside here with 13 minutes to play, or 12 and a half minutes to play in regulation plus stoppage.
So you've got England winning with Kane scoring, but how about that Yamin Lamal, Layla, for Spain?
The 17-year-old?
16,
Oh,
16. 17. That young man is 16 years old. He is your
He
age.
just turned his, I think he just had a 17th birthday, so I think.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
Okay, well, he's turned 17 since he scored to send Spain through to the finals, but how about that for a baller? 16 years old, playing in the European Championship, scoring the winning goal for Spain to send them into the finals.
Crazy work.
Yeah, very impressive. And then we've got, it's like a soccer smorgasbord here, treated to this fine match tonight with the Pensacola Pelican ladies, hoping to bring a victory. Tomorrow we've got European Championship final with England taking on Spain, and the evening's capped off with another barn burner, Argentina and Colombia in the Copa America final.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on.
Big
What time is
day,
that
big
game
soccer
tomorrow?
weekend.
What time is England this week?
I think England game is 2-ish, if I
AM?
think it, no, in the afternoon. And I think the Argentina game, being played down in Miami, I actually have a friend going to the game, is, I believe, 3 o'clock, if I'm remembering correctly. 7 maybe 7.
Good job.
See Portugal back in the game for the Pelicans. That's what I want to see right there. Let's just keep the ball. Listen, let's let Mississippi come to us.
Yeah.
Make them do a little work, little running. There's no reason to do anything other than just give the ball
To the
to
person
the
farthest
right
away.
here. I see no reason that we've sent
Oh.
that ball into touch, and now we've given it back to them instead of just keeping it.
Yeah, that's-
I'm just.
We're at max viewers right now. 26.
26. The
How
big
many people
26.
tuned in to the finals last week?
Last week,
Or this Wednesday? Oh my goodness.
we had at one point we had about 160.
Wow.
I do know that we have a lot of views.
We love it.
Good run.
And about somewhere around 600 people here
Good
in
job,
the
Mira.
stadium, and about 160 at.
Whew.
Oh,
Oh.
Just some patience there.
ball looking to roll out into touch for a Pensacola throw.
No need to be in a huge hurry here.
No. Again, pick up this ball, throw it
Nope.
to someone's feet, and cycle it through. It's just
would-
keep the ball.
I would add one other piece of advice: note where Ellis is, and
Yeah, for sure. But here again, there's no pressure on the ball here.
just keep it. Yeah, keep that until
the
they
ball.
get close, and then send it to real estate where someone's standing by themselves.
Correct. And there's just no reason to do that. I just don't do that. There's no reason to do that.
Well, Pensacola FC is nothing if not sporting. Give you an opportunity.
I guess so. And look, I mean, these ladies have to. The decision making has to be. They have to figure it out for themselves. But
Well, and the one thing I can say in defense of Pensacola is Lipsy lets that ball come to her, stands on it and waits for Ellis
it's
to
exactly what she should do. Again, let's make Ellis, do some work here.
perfectly legal. She's not. The
No,
ball is live.
And look at the Blues. They've got Ellis up there and nobody else. And they're like just.
And that was
I-
going to say in defense of Pensacola, or luckily for Pensacola FC when they've lost the ball, Mississippi doesn't seem like it's in any better form because they're just grabbing and going.
Well, they're tired, and
Yeah.
and that's the point, Dr. Tubbs, is
Yeah.
why is Pensacola doing anything other than just
Let them stay tired.
exactly.
I mean, they have a lot
Uh-oh.
of time on the ball, and whenever you get that much time, you start thinking, you're like, gotta do something interesting.
You don't though. What you have to do is know the situation. It's 3-0. It's a team with one sub. What you need to do is take care of the ball, not let them have a sniff, and put this thing to bed. That's what you need to do.
Yep. Ball was out there before Edwards was able to kick it downfield, so it'll be a throw in for the Blues. And Ellis gets it right to her cleat.
Good job there. Good tackle. Portugal. Huh?
Portugal says, I don't want to be the one to let the goal go past. Arnaud kicks that out for another throw in for the Blues. 83rd minute. 7
job.
minutes
Good
plus
job.
stoppage time. Matthews for the Blues has it. Sends it over to her right. I think that's Quick with the ball. apologies again to our fans if I misidentify a player. The old eyes aren't what they used to be.
This is not white numbers on a white top.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
I've seen some adventurous jersey designs in my career. I've seen teams with horizontal and vertical lines
Contrast
dissecting.
matters.
Yes, it matters. So I teach that to my students when I'm talking about graphic design elements in my sports and PR course.
A couple more subs here for the Pelicans.
Get those fresh legs in. Play to your advantage.
It's like Cunningham coming in, and
Mississippi is not giving up, that's for sure.
Oh,
Lipsy
yeah,
again with a
yeah.
great dive.
That's a good save.
If this was hockey, we did our 3 stars of the game. I think she might be one of them.
Garth back in. Yep, it's not. Again, not-
Attack. Well, that's nice ball by
Keep it
Garth.
in.
It should still be in.
Ooh.
Oh.
And I don't know what was called, but
I think they called a foul there. It was
Okay.
You know, I gave him a little bit of a.
yeah, there was a bit of a wiggle on the wrist there.
Yeah,
Whatever it was, it didn't look right when someone goes bouncing down the
yeah,
field.
yeah.
Yeah, free kick for Pensacola.
Jack with good effort there, though. That ball looked like it might be trickling out for a throw, but she got a toe on it and picked up the foul as well.
Mathern over for the free kick.
Here comes Niles as well. They'll have a little conversation.
Both showing an interest. And getting the shape that they want. We'll see who takes the kick. I guess it will be Mathern, but she just takes it off to Niles, who I think heard you talking from up here, Justin.
Yeah, no,
But we lost. She had the right idea.
I'm gonna have to, ladies. It's the 86th minute. There's at least 4 minutes of stoppage time. It's not time to go to the corner. If you're listening to me out there on the sideline over there, it's not time to take the ball to the corner. Come on, ladies.
Well, the Mississippi, there's they'll make their
Sub,
one
their-
sub.
Their one sub, yeah.
I credit to this Mississippi Blues team. My goodness, they show a lot of character to be
Yeah.
at a decided disadvantage when you only have one reserve.
No question there.
And they just continue to push and press. But for a few bounces, this game would be possibly 3-3 or 3-2.
Yeah. Yeah, they haven't quit fighting, have they?
No,
They,
as we hit the. We're
87
getting down to
minutes.
crunch time. There's Ellis trying to and does get the ball. Mathern was there for it. Couldn't quite make the connection. And now Mississippi's really trying to make quick turnarounds here, and they're not really setting up anything, and they're just trying to get the ball down into a threatening position, which does play to the advantage of the Pelicans. Mathern with the ball, she's attacking. No need to score necessarily here, but keeping the ball is great.
Oh, dangerous opportunity for Garth.
But Garth gets it.
Good job.
Garth off of Mathern's.
The morale is done for.
The morale is done for.
Yeah.
In the 87th minute, that's the 4th goal for your Pelicans, scored by Sydney Garth. 2nd goal of the match for Sydney. I believe that might be what we used to call the old car starter
Yeah.
when I covered high school basketball.
We hope that that's the goal that seals the win.
Well, you can see now the Blues seem to be happy just to let this clock run.
Yeah. Well, again, tough night to ask 12 ladies to go hard all evening. So the Pelicans still hungry.
I think now more than ever, if I was
Come on, Ava.
Coach Simon, I'd be just screaming, "Possess, possess."
Yeah.
You don't need a goal. You need to just keep the ball away from them.
Good job by Phillips there, coming back, winning the ball. Back to Cunningham.
Ava wants a goal.
Thurn, yeah, she does.
Sends it down there for a shot on goal.
She does.
Get your name in the stat sheet.
Indeed.
About a minute and 20 seconds left in regulation, and then, as Justin mentioned, at least 4 minutes, I would think, of stoppage time. Of course, sometimes when it's 4-0, the ref's clock gets a little bit faster.
That's true.
No need to belabor the point. It's not a competitive match at that point.
I saw the idea.
Yeah, that's a good ball.
I have to watch myself every time I'm here in front of this microphone that I don't do what we do at the NCAA level and say 1 minute remaining. 1 minute.
You can say 1 minute of regulation time, but
I'm not saying anything. Don't want to jinx it.
let's see that out.
Good
job.
Good job by Arnaud there. Was that Arnaud?
I believe that's Lebovic.
Oh, Lebovic, sorry. Yeah, it looks like Arnaud might have taken a well-deserved break. Pensacola, couple late subs here, yeah. 20 seconds of regulation time. Thompson and Niles coming off for the Pelicans, and that's it.
We're into
for
stoppage
regulation time. Now we are on the referee's clock.
I'm starting to think neither team would exactly complain if he was to call this at 2 minutes and not 4.5.
I think you're right. But I also want to see the Pelicans
You want to finish strong.
keep a clean sheet this evening.
Oh.
Portugal losing her footing there. I think Ellis would like to find the back of the net one time. She's worked hard this evening, but for the most part, Pelicans have not allowed her to get in too many of those one-on-one situations where she's extremely dangerous. She's had one or two chances. Yeah, and that's a good ball in.
It is.
Looking to
Earlier in the game, that would have been much more dangerous, but I think all the players are about one gear slower, as I would be all gears to zero if I was out there, so I'm not insulting anybody. As one would expect, this time of night, 90-plus minutes of running around in the heat, you start to lose a step.
Phillips from Cunningham. Phillips sending it across.
Oh, that's a good ball.
It was. If you continue that run,
Good
Garth.
ball.
If Garth continues that run, she's there for a tap in, but she pulled up a little bit.
The second I look outside, my glasses are gonna fog up.
Justin, what's the next stop for the Pelicans here? Will it be
That's it.
fully Alabama, or
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, that's a good question. We it will either be in Foley or it will be here next Saturday. Folks on the stream, stay tuned. We'll get a post up probably tomorrow or Monday at the latest with the game location. We know it will be next Saturday. My guess is 7 o'clock kickoff. But hey, your Pelicans going to the GCPL final.
Woohoo!
Good job, girls.
we've reached full time with the final score. Your Pelicans 4, the Mississippi Blues 0. With that victory, the Pelicans advance to the championship game, which will happen in a week's time. Stay tuned to the team website to get information on where and when that match will take place. We only know that it'll be somewhere along the Gulf Coast within driving distance of here. So please do stay abreast of our social media and website so that you'll know exactly when and where to go to continue supporting your Pelicans. Thanks again to our great sponsors, Splash City Adventures, Smart Bank, Ailstock, Whitkin, Crease, and Overholtz, the Kelly Group at Morgan Stanley, Adore Real Estate, Arrow Air Charter, Seville Quarter, Hancock Bank, Volume 1 Salon and Hatchmark Studio. Thanks to these great sponsors for allowing us to bring you great soccer action all summer long. And thank you, fans, for coming out on this beautiful Saturday night in Florida. Big congratulations to the Pelicans as they advance to the championship game.
All right, folks, on the stream, we appreciate you, and we're going to sign off. Hopefully, we'll see you live and in person next Saturday night as the Pelicans look to bring home a championship. The Lady Pelicans look to bring home a championship against an opponent we do not know yet. But we appreciate each and every one of you.